Good evening. Welcome to this little 15 minutes to ease you into the end of your day. We're going to start today in child pose. And I encourage you not just to go into the shape. Let's take our time to get there. So come to hands and knees, take your knees wide, bring the big toes together, and then just start with a little rock of the hips. So just see how it feels, and maybe a little rock forwards and backwards, maybe even taking it into a little bit of a circle. And really allow yourself just to drop straight in. So as you bring these movements into the body, take it slow and explore it. So feel the movements in your body with a really detailed awareness. Where do you feel it? And take it the opposite way. And then start to notice your breath. So as we slow the body down, the breath follows. And likewise, when we slow the breath down, the body follows. So this link between the body and the breath. Okay, so just rock it forwards and backwards a couple more times. And start to take it a little bit deeper. So coming towards that full child pose, the hips coming down. And if your hips don't come all the way down, that's fine. You can always bring a blanket or a cushion behind the knees, just so that you can release the thighs a little bit. But if you can, we'll come all the way down. We'll bring the chest, the forehead towards the ground, or make fists and rest your head on the fists. Or again, the alternative would be to keep the hips high and bring the head low. So just see what shape works for you. And where you can soften, and even when you come down into the full expression of the pose, it's really quite lovely just to rock the hips a little bit left to right. So that's slow rocking. And likewise with the head as well. You can, if your head is resting on your hands or the forehead on the floor, just bring that space between your eyebrows in contact with the surface, and then a very slow roll of the forehead from left to right, like you're giving the eyebrows a massage. Now just see if you can allow the shoulders to start to release and let go as the hips release and let go. And the jaw softens. And the breath really starts to slow down. And then let's pause in the center, that space between the eyebrows. See if you can bring a little bit of gentle pressure to that area. Relax your shoulders. And take a couple of breaths here into the back of your body. See if you can feel the back of the body expand with the inhale and soften with the exhale. Take one more breath here. And then slowly bring your hands, push them into the ground and chin to the chest. Slowly start to guide your face forwards, like the nose is drawing a line on the ground. As you blink your eyes forwards towards your hands, push your hands into the ground, and then slowly as you went down, begin to come up. So push through the shins and let the hips lift up, and maybe just come back to that little circular motion into the hips. Just one way and the other. And then find some stillness. Bring the knees so that they come forwards. The knees are parallel. And walk your hands forwards, so further in front of the shoulders than you might expect, maybe in a normal tabletop pose. And take your hands nice and wide, spread the fingers. As you breathe in, drop the belly and look forwards. But we're kind of in this extended pose, so let your heart come forwards. Keep the shape as you start to send the hips back towards the heels. And then at the last moment, bring chin to the chest, draw the tummy up, round the spine as you bring shoulders over the wrists. So we breathe drop the belly, look forwards, slowly take the hips back. And as you breathe out, chin to the chest, round the spine up. So really slow, almost reverse cat-cow. I'm just remembering, so everything is slowing down. And as the body and the breath slow down, if you focus your awareness on the body and the breath, and the mind starts to slow down too. Okay, next time you send the hips back, hold it there. So this little arch into the back. Just walk the knees back a little bit further. We're going to take it into a puppy pose. So walk the hands forwards and then start to let your gaze come down towards the ground. Bring the ears in line with the arms and kind of come into this half downward dog pose. So make sure your arms, your hands are not too close together. Take the hands wide. Spread the fingers, push through your fingertips. And either stay here with the arms hovering. If you want to go deeper into the back, let your forearms gently come down to the ground one by one. You can bring your heart down a little bit lower. Maybe the forehead touches the ground and the bum stays high. So a deeper bend into the back. So see what works for you, and wherever you are, see if you can soften the shoulders. Breathing into the front of your body this time. Releasing through the knees, through the shins, the hands. Take another 2 breaths. And slowly, if your forehead is right down, just gently lift it up. Look towards your hands, and we're going to slide forwards all the way onto our tummy. Just take it into a little Sphinx pose, just to open the chest, just to release the day from the shoulders. So push the feet into the ground, and then draw your heart forward. So pull it forward, like the elbows are drawing into the body, the collarbones are spreading, the chest is opening. Firming gently through the feet, see if you can let the knees hover. And then gently draw the tummy towards the spine, so really allowing the whole front body to open up. Trying to relax the shoulder blades down the back of the body. Just take another 2 or 3 breaths here. See if you can breathe into your heart. Releasing into the ground. One last breath. As you breathe out, take the elbows wide. You're going to rest on the right ear. So just resting the head, just wriggling the spine, so finding length through the spine. And we're going to lift the left leg up. Just pulse it off the ground, a couple of pulses. And then start to sway that leg left to right. And then we're going to take it all the way over to the right. So we're going to roll onto the right hip, let the tummy lift. That left leg reaches out behind you, nice and long. And then breathe out, come back through center. I'm going to take a few of these on this side. So breathing in, lift the leg, take it back. And breathing out through center, let the leg lower. And last one, breathing in, reaching it back. And breathing out through center. Just pause. Ooh, feel into the left side, feeling into the right side. And then slowly, mindfully, take your gaze the opposite way, so coming to rest on the left ear. And we'll float the right leg up. And just a little couple of pulses up and down, and then a little left to right. And then we're going to start that sway. So let the right leg come over to the left. So we roll onto the left hip, reach that right foot back. And breathe out, come back through center, and let the leg lower. So we're breathing in, float the leg, taking it back. And breathing out through center. And last one. Coming back through center, bringing it down. Rest your forehead on your hands. So make a little pillow with the hands, let the forehead rest down so the neck is neutral, and just give the hips a little wriggle from side to side. You're going to take that a little bit deeper and start to work into the shoulders. So you want to have space around you. So we're going to come back to rest on the right ear, but we're going to take the right arm out along the ground. So your arm is reaching out as you rest on your right ear. So the right arm is reaching out. Your left arm is just going to come and rest in front of your face with the elbow bent. Legs out long behind you. You adjust myself. Okay. So we're going to lift the left leg, and we're going to take the left leg over to the right. So we're rolling onto the right hip, right shoulder. And I want you to try and release a little bit of space into the right shoulder. And lift the right shoulder away from the ground. Notice if it's rolling in, lift it up a little bit. And then this top leg, either point it back, get a big stretch through the left side of the body, or bend the knee so you can bring the toes to the ground, or maybe resting that leg on the bottom leg. So see what works for you. You're just going to hold it for 2 or 3 breaths. And just soften into the shoulder for the last breath. And then slowly roll all the way back onto the tummy. Let the legs come down. Okay. Gently push through the left hand. Lift the head and bring your right arm back in front. And we'll take the other side. So left ear to the ground, left arm out along the ground. Right hand in front of the face. I'm going to float the right leg up. Take it over. So we're rolling onto the left hip, the left shoulder, just moving that arm so you've got space, and see if you can lift your shoulder away from the ground. And then this leg either reaching back, if you feel comfortable, the leg can hover if you can relax and let go, or bending the knee, you can bring the toes to the floor. That's going to take it deeper into the shoulder. Maybe that doesn't feel good in the hips, maybe you find a shape that feels better for you. Let's see if you can let go, let the left shoulder blade draw into the back of the body, opening up the chest. Let's take another 2 breaths. And as you breathe out, come back through center. Slowly bring the hands underneath the forehead, make a pillow and rest the head down. Neutralize the spine, give the hips a little wriggle. And then hands underneath the shoulders. Push up, hands and knees. And find that tabletop position. And from here, round the spine. So take cat-cow in the reverse. So rounding the spine, hips towards the heels. And just one time, bring the chest forwards between the hands. Push up. And breathe out, take it back. Let's do it one more time actually. Forearms towards the ground. Breathe in, pull your heart forwards and up. And breathing out all the way to your child pose. Forehead to the ground or hands underneath the head. If you don't need the hands for the head, bring your hands by your feet. Let the shoulders round. And breathe into your body. See what you can let soften into the ground. Releasing that which no longer serves you, whether it's physical tension or emotional tension or mental tension. Just let it drain away. And wherever you are, just that gentle, firm pressure between the eyebrows. See if you can soften the face. And then keep the chin tucked to your chest. Bring the hands underneath your shoulders as you slowly roll yourself up Kneel and give the shoulders a roll. The arms up overhead, nice slow, reaching up, and then palms touch, bring them down to your heart. Bow the head to the hands, the mind to the body. Namaste.